Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Today we're talking about a quick win for the exemplar system. Hey, so like a lot of you know, I do a lot of traveling this summer. I'm kind of in the middle of a couple of big trips right now. And so I didn't have a ton of time this week. And so I thought I'd just do a quick video about the exemplar system and in particular one artifact. And honestly, that might not be such a terrible idea, right? Because I've done a lot of videos about big changes to the system and the developers ignore that completely. But when I do changes like little tweaks here and there, there's actually a pretty big track record of them taking my suggestions and implementing them. And so maybe they'll do this one too, all right? And I'll start by saying the exemplar system, whatever you think about it, whenever you get an exemplar, like it should be a big win, right? You should feel good about getting that exemplar. Obviously, you want some exemplars more than others, but it always should be useful. It shouldn't be just a complete waste. And what's the last exemplar I pulled? Well, it's this guy here, the Manastone Hunter, all right? I have this thing maxed out. I mean, obviously not 6-starred, but otherwise maxed out. And what Manastone Hunter does is level 5, it gives you a 100% chance of summoning a level 5, a legendary Mana Stone. The exemplar effect gives you a 20% chance to create an extra mana stone. This is worthless, okay? Most of the time when I use this thing, I get research speed or building speed, so completely useless. Every so often I'll pull a train speed or a march speed, so okay. But this almost never gives me anything that I want. And what I was thinking about this is the Manastone Hunter, most of the time you can farm the behemoths to get, the Mana Stone you want, and you might, miss out and you might need to roll again because you're looking for a train speed or whatever. But the time you really use this artifact is like when you're in a big fight and like, oh, it's 2 hours before reset and my Mana Stone ran out, or I just logged on and there's a big fight and my Mana Stone ran out or whatever. Can anyone spin their Mana Stone Hunter to try and get lucky? And like 4 or 5 people will do it, and like most of them miss most of the time, and that's just how it goes. But someone suggested to me, hey, why don't they make the exemplar effect on this instead of giving you a 20% chance to get an extra research Mana Stone, which you don't care about? Whenever you have the exemplar version, it always creates a combat Mana Stone, all right? And that's either plus HP, plus attack, plus defense, or it could even be plus movement speed. But it's always going to give you one of those 4 effects when you use the exemplar system, all right? Because in my experience, that's what you need it for, and that would at least you wouldn't feel good about pulling this exemplar, but at least it'd be useful, right? Now, if you're like, hey, I like the research speed or I like the train speed, sure, sometimes it's useful, but most of the time when you're looking for a non-combat mana stone, you can take the time to go and farm a behemoth, or you can wait until the next reset or something like that. The only time it's urgent is really the combat mana stones, and that's why I think making the exemplar effect always create a combat mana stone would be really good. And it would, like I said, it wouldn't be like you wouldn't feel good about pulling this, but at least it'd be useful. Like I said, just a quick one today. Hopefully the developers, can take a look at this and make this quick change. I think it'd be a nice small win. Nothing major, but, easy to implement, and it would make an otherwise useless exemplar pretty good for the game. Anyway, until next time, stay classy, Belleron.